In today's video, we are going to be looking at a strategy developed by a trader that goes by the channel name TomTrades. Now, when I came across his video, what I found to be very helpful is his initial 10 minutes of his video where he breaks down the psychology of a trader and market structure to a T. So that was quite nice. So any of you that want a video going into detail about trader psychology, market structure, candlestick patterns, candlestick timing, then this video you'll find it to be quite helpful. However, a big but. When it comes to his actual strategy, it isn't easily duplicatable because you can see in front of the screen, even though Tom explains this to be a simple strategy, it's far from it, because what he looks at is daily time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and then 1 minute as an entry. As a beginner, there is no easy way to learn this. Even if there are traders that have been trading for some time, this is a lot of information overload. Now, Tom himself may well find this easy to trade. However, just because he can trade doesn't mean other people can trade it. What's also quite interesting is the way he has developed his psychology. So this is quite interesting, which you can go away and implement based on your individual strategy. This was quite nice. So there are quite valuable things and nuggets that you can get from here in terms of trade psychology. But when it comes to mechanical way of entering and exiting a trade, it's far from easy. So there's a couple of things that I've taken from Tom's video. One is he marks out the zones. Okay, he marks out the zones, which is your standard support and resistance zones. So anywhere where price has reacted, and then all he is doing, he is waiting for price to come back into a particular zone, and he trades off of that. Okay, so that is one particular way he enters. Now, any of you guys that are familiar with lower time frame analysis, you can get a lot of fake outs. So when price arrives at this particular zone, you will determine based on the 1 minute chart whether there is a market structure change. So this is where you are specifically looking for something like this, where price comes down on the lower time frame and we have a market structure shift, something like this, with a change of character. That's what you're looking for. When it came to the back testing on the lower time frame, to be able to find those entries were quite interesting. So let's see, for example, here what happens when price gets to that level. If it does, okay, in this instance it has. So now that price has reached this level, we are going to be going on the 5 minute chart, and all we're going to do is try to look for a market structure shift. So the highest point of this price range is from here to here, and all we are doing is we're waiting for the market's external range to be broken. This is all internal range where price is ranging inside of this price range, so we don't want to be trading in between that. And all we are doing, we're waiting for price to break. So now that price has broken, we're going to take our small box, I'm going to move it across, and then we're going to wait for market structure to break. And you can see that price broke here, and then price created another range from here, and then all we're going to do is wait for it to be violated, which in this case Let's see what happens. We're going sideways. And we're still going sideways. Okay, you can see we haven't had anything yet. There's no market structure shift yet. Okay. And we're just waiting. There you go. So we have got a market structure shift right there. You can see we've just had that there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take an entry off of this, stop loss below there, and then we're going to go for a 3-to-1 reward to risk, and see for yourself what happens if we're going to hit target or we get stopped out. So there you go, we got stopped out there. So when it comes to change of character, market structure shift, I found when it comes to zones, this was happening a lot of the time. So this is why I'm not going to go into the back test based off of this. Okay, so that's point number one, that just based on zones on a specific area, having a market structure shift isn't enough. Let's get rid of that. The second thing that he pointed out is when it comes to a candlestick, he is waiting for the Asian session to enter a specific direction. So for example, if you have a bearish candle, he's waiting for the Asia session to see some kind of wick and then follow in that direction. Here's the problem with that. If you look to the left, you thought this was a bearish candle. We had a wick there. You see, we had a wick down there, price went up. Okay, so bullish candle. Got a wick down there, price went up. So if you fall in a ranging market, you're going to be in trouble using this. So let's say, for example, this has, of course, had a wick up with wanting price to go lower, yeah? So let's see what happens. Does price go lower or not? So we can see that we are in this situation where we're waiting for the new candle to develop and we want price to go how far up? Are we expecting price to come down into this potential fair value gap here? Is that what we're looking at? Okay, alright, so price has came up to here, and if we went on the daily time frame, you'll notice that we have wicked, so we're thinking that price will go lower. Okay, so let's enter the short, and the short would be somewhere around a candle like this, just because of the fact that we had a reaction up that way. And then we're going to put it on the candle high, and then we're going to go for a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. Let's see what happens. There you go, we got stopped out. So keeping this video very, very short and to the point, this wasn't not a very good strategy. I wasn't able to replicate it mechanically, and those of you guys are watching this, you have probably been overwhelmed by all this information. Nonetheless, Tom did an amazing job with the first 10 minutes of the video, so if you want to watch that, go watch that. However, when it comes to his strategy, it's not easily replicatable. Maybe it works for him because he's got a certain way that he trades that he's not sharing with everybody. But when it comes to just mechanically trading this off his video, it just does not work, and it's one of my worst back tested videos for this. So personally, I would avoid this strategy.